Hello everyone, welcome to my playthrough of Kagetsu Tohya. So for those of you who don't know, even though I've kind of been hinting at this for ages, Kagetsu Tohya is the Hollow Ataraxia to Tsukihime. At least as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know really. All I know is this is sort of here's more of the characters, and I don't know who that is. Who's that? I don't know. But we're gonna see, more stuff, and a lot of it leads into what we have with Tsukihime. So I'm excited to check out, this new side of the Tsukihime world, and finally get to know who really some of the characters that I know from Melty Blood are actually going to be like. So we've checked out Tsukihime, we've checked out the plus disc, and now to finish off the trio, the Tsukibako as they call it, we have here Kagetsu Tohya. Now, once again, I've heard people say, "Oh man, this is one of those things where it's like if you don't have a flow chart, you're gonna miss out on stuff." Don't worry. Because here's the thing. I'm gonna play it through. I'm gonna do everything that I think I can, and whatever I miss, well, c'est la vie. We get to the end. That's when I pop out the flow chart if I need it. So no worries. I don't want to be here. Because one thing about flow charts is that you get spoiled, and so as such, I don't want to have to deal with that. So with that said, let's get going. Welcome to the English patch of Kagetsu Tohya. Before we give the word to Type Moon, a few things regarding this translation, okay? First and most importantly, do not use this patch with illegal copies of Kagetsu Tohya. No worries, I bought my own. And do not distribute it alongside any other illegal copies of the game or parts thereof. This is a fan translation made by fans for fans. Please do not charge money for it. That would be awful. Don't do that. Finding this software distributed as is without any guarantees, technically or content-wise whatsoever, it's highly recommended to read the entirety of Tsukihime before playing this, since it does not make a lot of sense otherwise. No worries. I have checked out Tsukihime more than most people have. Mere Moon's excellent translation is what inspired us to make this, after all. Like Tsukihime, Kagetsu Tohya contains both very violent and explicit sexual content, and is definitely not suitable for minors. I don't know how a minor would get into possession of this with everything, but, well, that's your warning for the video as well. Though, of course, as usual, the explicit sexual content will not be shown. This English patch adds the option of skipping all the explicit erotic content in the game. This option is disabled by default. So, okay, no, what I'm going to do is, well, that's a lovely option, actually. I am going to leave it on, and when it does appear, I will read it myself. And the only reason I say that is because there was some actual characterization within it. Also, it's hilariously horribly written. If you do not wish to view this content, it is recommended that you enable this function right now. Do you agree to these terms? Yes, and I want to view all content. All content remains enabled. You can change this setting at any time in the game settings menu. That's it from us. We hope you enjoy Kagetsu Tohya. Nya. Thank you for purchasing Kagetsu Tohya. Kagetsu Tohya is a game in which you play many times, increase the number of choices in order to get to the... Oh, okay. Don't just try to win, but try experimenting with the choices. Depending on your progress in the game, you unlock special graphics or side stories. This game is a bit more complicated than Tsukihime, so those of you who lack confidence, please use the help corner in the top right corner. When at the end of the day, repeat again is shown, the game state is automatically saved. Just start a new game. Okay, so it's literally Hollow Ataraxia, or rather, I guess the other way around. There is no need to use the save or load functions, but please use them if you have to quit in the middle of playing. Then let's begin the festival. There's been no music yet. Tsukihime Fun Disc. Graphics mode. Grass, Moon, Dream. I don't know what those are, but I'm going to stay away from that for now. Game settings. Display effects instantly. No. Skip. I'm going to leave that on. Display daily message at startup. There's a daily message. Okay. Am I crazy? Is there supposed to be music? No, I'm looking at my desktop audio. My desktop audio is certainly blank right now. So let's just start. Twilight Grass Glass Moon Fairy Tale Princess. Oh. Like Gangnam Style? Slight nausea when I open my eyes. I pass it off as a common happening in the morning when I notice a black crow outside the window. When I get myself together to go to school, a funeral hearse passes by the street I frequent. There's the music. Oh, the classic. The sky is blindingly clear. The strong sunlight that burns the skin. The wind that comforts my body is soaked in sweat. The white smoke coming off the asphalt, and the shadows of many trees lining the sides of the road. Such things tell me that summer is near. The sounds of summer hurry one onward. Even though the scorching heat of last year was intolerable, I still hope there might be some fun happening. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and look up at the sky. In the sky is a burning sun. It's a really nice sky graphic, actually. Like, not to be weird, but I genuinely like that sky. There will be vacations soon, and many plans for the summer must be made. Time flies by in an instant, so if I'm to enjoy the summer, then I have to thoroughly plan everything out beforehand. Well then, a hot summer that could choke someone is here again this year. And we're at the street. Thinking all that, Tonoshiki did not make a single plan. I stretch as I mutter oh, he said that out loud. I stretch as I mutter such nonsense. It's too late to be caught by the summer, but all determination has left my body, so I can't bring myself to focus on anything. Summer vacation. It looks like it'll be hot this year, too. I yawn as I take the usual road to school. The thing that comes to my mind at first is how good it will feel if I were to dry the blanket outside. I guess that's a thing Japan does. Outdoor clothing drying. We can't do that here. What with the snow? Really? Thinking of such things before an important event is proof that all desire to play has been brutally uprooted. Well, that'll end today too. The last day of the finals. And in addition, only 2 subjects are left. After this final hardship, I can dry as many blankets as I want starting tomorrow. You are so boring. I come to the intersection I always frequent. The dump truck skids into my view as it makes a braking noise. I guess that's the braking noise. There isn't anyone in front of the truck. The dump truck is trying its best to slow down, even though there aren't any street lights. Why is it doing that? Before I could think, my body acted after feeling the danger. My legs move. The moment I was about to thoughtlessly jump in front of the dump truck, my man wanted to be isekai'd away. Good morning, Shiki! My spirit gets broken by a greeting that doesn't fit the situation. Who's this? My legs that were about to jump stop. When I turn back, there is... Yeah, it's Arquid with a brand new sprite. A smiling and waving Arquid. Yahoo! What a coincidence to meet here. I can't tell up to what point she's being truthful, but she's standing there smiling. I told her not to appear on roads to school on school days, but she totally ignored my orders. Hey, Arquid, even the fact that you're up and about this early in the morning is unnatural. Usually this isn't called coincidental. Rather, it's on purpose. Yeah, is that so? But I suddenly wanted to see you, so I thought it'd be good to meet you here. So since, after all, we met, I think it's a coincidence. Wow. After listening to that, it actually sort of sounds like a coincidence. I guess it can't be called a coincidence meeting you here. But really, what if others see us together? I'm already being watched by one teacher. I told you not to come here, Arquid. Shh, shh. I tell her to go away with a hand gesture. Then suddenly Arquid, completely opposite from her smile just now, frowns in dissatisfaction. I'm upset. What's with that tone of voice? Make it sound like I'm not supposed to be here. It's not that I'm making it sound like you can't be here. You really can't be here. I shout as a reaction. It's scary to get used to something. I've become able to reply calmly to Arquid's stubborn requests. Anyway, it's against the rules to come to a road to school. If something important comes up, I'll visit you straight away, and I usually visit often, so you don't have to wait that long. But if can't keep a single promise like this, and I can't keep my promise with you either, Arkwid. Ugh, that's true, but... Arkwid scrunches up her shoulders. To Arkwid, who acts very much on impulse but is weak against logic, talking with reason is about the second most effective way. As a side note, the most effective way would be... with food? Something you can't do in front... Oh. Okay. Like boasting. Oh. Or okay, no, I thought he was talking about something very different. Or something like that. Sorry, what did the music do? Why'd the music change to being scary for a brief second? We just gonna ignore that? Okay. But I can't help it. This morning I felt something really ominous. I felt that you would get hurt if I just left you. I felt like you wanted to jump out in front of a dump truck. And meanwhile, he's like, I didn't actually mean a real dump truck. I meant that CL booty, you know, and I can't say that out loud, you know what I'm saying? I was okay. Arkwid says that without confidence. It feels weird hearing that, but I am happy that she came out here out of worry for my well-being. Yeah, sorry I was so harsh. Anyway, I'm thankful you're worried about me, but I won't get hurt. Even though I may not look like it, I did fight against vampires. Is that so? It doesn't sound too convincing coming from someone who suffers from chronic anemia. She hit the nail right on the head. Now that I look at it, you don't look too well nowadays. Shiki, do you have some worry that you're hiding from me? Right. I don't have much to hide, so I'll be truthful today. No, that's you. And I point at Arkwid. Huh? Me? Yeah. My worry is you. You're the source of my headaches. It'd be great if you could think of what it's like to be in my shoes even a little. Well, it is a little fun to take care of her as she does what she wants to, but if I say that, she'll be even more energetic, so I'll keep my mouth shut. Really? Did I burden you so much? And so, for some reason, Arkwid seems to be grossly mistaken. Arkwid? Burden? What burden? Oh, new Sprite! I'm gonna point out every time there's a new one. You're not energetic nowadays, Shiki. So I was wondering if I've overburdened you and made you use too much strength or something. No, I have final exams. That's a whole other kettle of fish. Arkwid fidgets and fiddles with her fingers, which are like normal length. Shoutouts to your fingers. This is dangerous. If she reacts this way, then her innocence will get to me and make me embarrassed too. No, it's not that. Yeah, why does the music do that? It's so weird. If that's gonna happen every time, I might have to take matters into my own hands and fix it by going through the game files. Do I have that option? Can I go to the Kagetsu Tohya folder and see about getting that fixed? Is that possible? Because I hate that. I hate how the music does that. Let me see here. Do I have a Kagetsu Tohya folder? Go to games. Where even is it in my computer, actually? Where did I install it to? That's a whole thing for later for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with that later, but I don't like that. Who knows, maybe once we get past the beginning, maybe there'll be a whole new set of music. And the reason I'm not feeling energetic is because of the tests. Yep, that's what I said. If I get a mediocre grade, then Akiha will be intolerable. So these last few days, I've been only been studying. Tests? Ah, right, little sister said something about that too. Something like she'll not tolerate it if I step on the mansion grounds until the tests are over. Arkwid nods. Although she doesn't know a lot of things, I think she at least knows what finals are. Yeah, that's the way it is. I'm not feeling down because of you, so don't worry about it. So you seem to be having a hard time, Shiki. If I could, I would forget all about tests and enjoy the summer too. I'll hook my arm in hers and speak what's on her mind. Oh, that's cute, then. That's simple. While laughing, Arkwid raises her hand. Bam. I don't know what she's thinking, but she hits me on the back of the head. Why? Wait, what are you? Arku... Can't even finish my short complaint. My consciousness rapidly fails. Right before my vision turns completely dark, the black crow I saw when I woke up in the morning and the hearse I saw on the streets come into my mind. My consciousness sinks. It was a pretty heavy hit. It was heavy enough that, like Arkwid said, Heavy enough to forget about yesterday. No, even then, Arquid. This is a little too much. I can't even complain verbally. Why would... Right. Now that I think about it, I've been feeling something ominous since morning. Oh. Wait, help? Yeah, tell me about this. I'm clicking that. Teach me, CL-sensei. It's been a long time, everyone. Have you been feeling well? Although the main story is over with, the rescue corner Teach Me CL-sensei has begun. It's understandable, yeah? This time around, the game is balanced very precariously. You probably won't get through it without a hint or two, no? I don't want to agree with you, but yes, this game is precariously balanced. So I've prepared lessons to aid those who can't tell left from right. Tell me. Yeah, amazing. You're all confident because you are more popular here than in the main story, yeah? In some ways, you are a pitiful person. That was a gun noise. Then first the basics. This time there are no individual endings for heroines, so please don't think something like I've decided to go after CL-senpai, so I'll choose only the choice with CL-senpai. Rather, please enjoy as you like. Any one of them is fine. Please be the Tono-kun you wish to be. And when a day ends, everything is automatically saved at that point, so the next playthrough, don't choose to restore a save game, instead click a day and play from the start. The story will not progress if you just restore a save game, so be careful. Okay? For some reason it seems the likes of the vampire heroine and CL appear less often this time around. What's with that, yeah? Oh, really? No, that's not the case. Everyone should have an equal share of appearances. Well then, let's stop talking about something that can't come true and begin our lesson. Wait, before that, let's decide on the agenda. Those who want a small guideline, please choose Expert. Those who want to know what to choose, please choose Beginner. Gimme the guideline. The Expert course. Let me tell you something. This game utilizes a really annoying system where you have to clear many points as you go through each day, and then enjoy the changes that occur the day after. There are many crybabies who complain about not knowing what went where, and what changed because of something and things like that. That's true, yeah. Is it true that this game is made up of 3 parts, Chieru? That is... Oh, yes, yeah, Chieru. Yes, that is so. Twilight Grass Moon, I'm going to call it Glass Moon because I hate Grass Moon. It's largely comprised of 3 stages. One could say it's divided into Introduction, Development, and finally Revelation of Truth. You're still in the Introduction stage. Then what do you need to do? I hate this! What do you need to do to get past the introduction part? That carries a few requirements. The foremost points are 2. 1. Meet the black cat in various places. I think I know who that cat might be. It's me. I'm the cat. Experience many different days. Sometimes go out far away. Sometimes wander the streets alone. These 4 steps are necessary. Okay. I can get 1 and 2, but what are 3 and 4? Going far away would probably mean going out somewhere. As for 4, one would have to stay out in the streets all day. Of course, this can't happen if one doesn't look at the end of the what? I think there are points that caused the change. Yeah. Okay, so I think, you know what? I'm going to skip this. Okay, so listen. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to skip that. That sounded like I was going a bit too into it, right? Bit too much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, and when I get stuck, then I will do it, right? I felt like that was revealing a little much for me. Anyways, I open my eyes from my slumber. Seems morning has come. I wake up to a soft morning sunlight. Maybe I fell asleep quickly last night, but my body feels completely refreshed. It almost feels as if it's weird to wake up now. I stretch out after propping my body up. The sun is an autumn one. Not cold, not hot. Just perfect. But I can tell from the stillness of the air that Hisui hasn't come yet. Hisui opens the door and goes out before I wake up. And then, after a little while, she comes back to wake me up. And I guess it's not 7 o'clock yet. The clock tells me it's 6:30. It must be time for Hisui to come. It's weird that I woke up before Hisui came. I didn't do anything weirdly yesterday. Or differently yesterday. Yesterday. I try to think when I went to sleep and all my thoughts stop. Huh? Yesterday. What did I do yesterday? I don't remember what I did yesterday at all. Maybe it's because yesterday was just another normal day. But I can't even remember when I went to bed. Something feels off. Hold on then. What did I do the day before yesterday? Put my hand on my forehead and think. The day before yesterday. Today's Wednesday, so it must have been Monday. I must have gone to school since it was a school day. And what did I do at school? Well, it must have been a day just like yesterday. Hey, maybe I'm not fully awake yet. For some reason when I try to remember, my mind turns blank. What is this? I feel my current existence, but everything else is hard to grasp. No, maybe there's one thing. It's like I forgot something big, or I had something unspeakable happen to me. Oh, it hurts. I think hard. Back of my head hurts. I touch it and there's a little bump. I think maybe I hit something while I was sleeping. Anyways, knock knock. Someone's at the door. Does every song start the next one? Is this an engine thing? Ooh, I gotta see about fixing that. Excuse me, Shiki-sama. Whispering that, Hisui opens the door. Hey, did you sleep well, Hisui? I wave my hand. Hisui raises her eyebrows in surprise and then... Good morning, Shiki-sama. She quietly greets me. You are awake today. Then I'll bring your change of clothes immediately. Please wait a moment. Hisui walks out of the room as usual. Well, since I can't even remember yesterday, I probably shouldn't be saying as usual. Just a sec. I have something to ask. Yes, what is it, Shiki-sama? Nothing serious, but can you tell me what I did yesterday? For some reason, she looks really uncomfortable. You don't have to tell me in detail. Tell me things like when I returned, what I had for dinner, and whether Ikea got mad, things like that. Hisui bows her head apologetically. Whether she really doesn't know or my behavior yesterday was extremely embarrassing, she looks really uncomfortable talking about it. For some reason, I can't help but feel I'm abusing her. Sorry, I asked something stupid. I did it without thinking, so you don't have to worry about it. Hisui looks up with apologetic eyes. No, don't worry about it. Could you bring me the change of clothes? I can't go to the dining room in this. Hisui leaves the room, even though it looks like she wants to say something. When I enter the living room after changing, Akiya is drinking tea as usual. Akiya has been looking at the courtyard and now looks up at me. Good morning, Nissan. I'm glad that you look well this morning. Satisfied smile. What she must really be saying is, you got up early for once. Yeah. Ni hao. After a simple greeting, I head into the dining room. I stand corrected. You're just as always today. Why such an insincere greeting? With that, she turns her scolding eyes to me. It's a pity she doesn't understand the friendly feeling I try to convey with my simple greeting. It's not insincere. Saying I slept well all the time gets boring. So I thought maybe I would try something more exotic today. It sounded insincere to me, but if you say so, that's the way it is. If that's the case, how about I use that greeting tomorrow too? Oh, that'd be a welcome. For a moment, I think about Akiya greeting me energetically. For some reason, I feel it'd be bad for my mental health to see such a mismatch in the morning. I might really collapse from anemia. That's going to be its go-to, isn't it? No, let's just drop it. A greeting is a show of etiquette, so I'll try to be careful next time too. It's good that you understand me, son. Please, don't make me say useless things in the morning. Akiya elegantly drinks her black tea. Basically, morning at the Totem Mansion doesn't change whether I wake early or not. Akiya and I are both used to it. Both became used to it, rather, so it's just another morning. I come to the lobby after I finish my preparations. It's only 7 o'clock. I could probably drop by somewhere and still have time to make it to school. Well then. Oh my god, I have to. Arihiko's house, eh? But why? Because he's my boy! Wonder myself as I head over to Arihiko's without any particular reason. I do sometimes visit after school to pass time, but in the morning. Well, I guess once in a while won't hurt. Life is interesting because of these random impulses. I want to see your boy's house. Oh yeah, that's traditional. So here I am. The house of the shy and happy Inui Arihiko-kun. I ring the doorbell. Ding dong! After a few minutes, the main door opens with a ghastly creak. Who? Asks the woman who only pokes half her face out of the door. Hello, Ichigo-san. If you're coming out, does that mean Arihiko-kun's already left? That idiot didn't come home yesterday. The woman, in deep thought now, steps out of the doorway. Oh, you're so cool. What? I was wondering who it was, and it turns out to be you, Arima. Do excuse me. Well, okay. She probably doesn't know that I've changed my name. Do excuse me. I finally fell asleep after 3 days of work. I'm sorry to wake you up. It's been a while, Ichigo-san. Yeah. You haven't changed much from being an awkward teenager. She puffs out a smoke and smiles a mysteriously indescribable smile. Inui Ichigo-san. Inui. Her last name implies she's Arihiko's big sister. Profession unknown, says Arihiko. Okay, that's a little room. Hey, Toto. I know you're in a real special deal with Takada-kun, but listen to me. Okay, what is it? The truth is, I thought my sister was a detective when I was in elementary school. Okay. Meaning she's not? That's unexpected. So from middle school onward, I thought she was maybe a novelist. But that wasn't it either. Huh. She's not a novelist either. Your second guess failed as well, then what does she do? Yeah. From high school on, I thought maybe she was a journalist. What do you think? Anyway, don't cross into my territory. A special deal doesn't work that way. What do you mean a special deal? Or something like that. Anyway, the point is that what Ichigo-san does will always remain a mystery. So, what's up today? Did the family idiot do something stupid again? No, I don't know whether he's in trouble. Anyway, I wasn't affected by it. Well, I just thought maybe it'd be good to go to school together once in a while. Sorry that you gotta know him. He only confides in you, and you don't brush him off either. I wouldn't brush him off. So, where's Arihiko? I don't really know. I think he was at Dachi's. I'll tell him to go to school, so if he skips, please let me know. I consent. Ichigo-san looks my way for a while, and then... Arima, let me see your hand, she says curtly. What is it? I show her my hand unconditionally. And on the outstretched hand, Ichigo-san puts something. Here. When you're free, come again. I'll buy you dinner. Oh, dang. What a smooth guy. She waves and goes into the house. Alone, I look at my hand. And on there was a half-empty tube of gold acrylic paint. What? What does that mean? Is that some symbolism thing? Homeroom starts. Mr. Kujihuni stands on the podium. After the roll call, the announcements of the day are made. Nothing special. The tranquil day starts as usual. What does gold paint mean? It's lunchtime. The classroom gets loud and most students head off to the cafeteria. Tono, where'll you have lunch today? The hungry Arihiko asks. What should I do? What are you gonna do? Me? I'm gonna have some bread. You're going to the cafeteria, I'll have to bid goodbye. Oh? I was actually thinking of going there. Unfortunately, the food in the cafeteria is expensive. If I'm to use my lunch money of 500 yen wisely, you have $5, dude? I'll have to buy some bread and eat in the courtyard or leech off senpai in the tea room. Ha! What ridiculous thoughts are you having, Tono? Really? The man who saved 100,000 yen from elementary school is a miser. Yeah, that's how much money I have. I get angry for some reason. Senpai or the courtyard are fine, but today I want to have some donkatsu rice at the cafeteria. Yo, that's the good stuff. Damn it. Let's go, no, you know what? Let's chill out, because he said he's going to the courtyard, right? Because if you're going to I'll have to bid goodbye. Let's eat in the courtyard with him. We're having an Arihiko day. It'd be nice to eat lunch in the courtyard sometimes. I've decided. I'll enjoy the sun as I eat today. Oh, you're quite healthy. Then let me join you. Is what I want to say, but I don't like waning sunlight. Damn it. Arihiko quest fail. So ultimately, unfortunately, it's goodbye for now, Tono. That's what I wanted. I want to eat my lunch quietly today.
Well, is that so? Don't get your lunch stolen by the black cat that supposedly hangs out in the courtyard.
Oh, a black cat, you say? A Kuroneko, if you will. Ariko cleanly backs off as if he had something else to do. Well, that's interesting. I go to the courtyard. The sunlight is adequately warm and the wind is nice too. It's the perfect weather for a picnic. With this kind of weather, the courtyard must be full. But why is there no one here? For some reason, I get angry. It's nice that I can exploit this weather for myself, but it'd still be a waste to spend the day in class. Whatever. I'll just lie down on the grass. I say to myself as I climb over the fence. The smell of sunlight rises from the grass. It'd be nice to take a nap just like that. Huh? The shadow of a cat in the grass. It's really here. Ariko and the room were right. The black cat sniffed the grass and approached with an attitude that seemed to say, I'm not at all interested in you. Yo, why is the cat so tsundere, though? Huh? I met you last time, too, didn't I? My disease of not being able to remember yesterday is affecting me at a time like this. But I'm sure. I feel as if I've spent time with a black cat on a nice day like this. Whatever it may be, do you want some bread? I tear my sandwich and throw it at the black cat. Meow. Wow, it didn't even look. You seem like you come from a high-class family. Then I'll try some ham next time. Meow. No small reaction this time, but it still doesn't approach. Its pride must be huge. Alright, next one will be a sure one. Salmon-studded ham. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. One by one, salmon-studded ham surrounds the black cat. The black cat turns its back on the ham. But still, more ham! Then I'll change my trajectory and... Ham! Ham it up! Ham, 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 ham! My man, calm down. It fainted. After turning around and around, the black cat fainted on the grass. Well, now you can't use your Pokeball. Maybe you really don't like it. I tried to talk to it softly. The black cat flinched, and right when it moved its ear, with a swoosh it went into the grass field. Did I cause it to hate me? Complaining, I bite my sandwich. Turn it into just bread. I'm an idiot. I threw all the ingredients away. You're so stupid. I deserve this result. I won the match, but I guess I lost the competition. I'll bring some canned cat food next time. Well, that's if I can remember tomorrow what I did today. I walk down the hallway full of students. Lunch is just about to end, so the hallway is really loud. Perhaps this is the time when the hallway is at its loudest. There's a lot of laughter in the noise, so there's no feeling of depression. The happenings of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. All the conversations asked for a smile. Guess it has something to do with the upcoming cultural festival, too. I realize that even I am a little loosened up as I look out the window. The face of the reflection seems peaceful. A day without any complaints. I didn't have any headaches or anemia attacks recently, and on top of that, I didn't even have to take off my glasses for anything. The reflected eye looks peaceful, just observing the hallway. A transparent self-portrait. The Tonoshiki reflects on the glass, just like the real Tonoshiki can't do anything to affect the world on the other side. Suddenly, I was alone. The noises were gone. There was no one in the hallway. The rowdy hallway turned into a deserted silence. It felt as though I was the only one who could not catch the train. A feeling that something important has just left me alone. Such a sad situation. The only thing that the peaceful reflection did was watch. What? Tonoclune classes have begun. With that, Mr. Kunihuchi starts a conversation from the doorway of his classroom. Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little out of it. Was that so? Well, please hurry to your class. Mr. Kunihuchi closed the classroom door behind him. What? It wasn't anything important. I just didn't hear the bell and didn't go back to class. Class has already started. I should go straight to my classroom, but for some reason... Frick no, let's skip. I really don't feel like going to class. Alright, I'll just sneak out through the back courtyard. Now I've decided taking action is easy. I'll use Arhiko's favorite secret route for escaping. I sneak by so that no one will notice, and I arrive at the back of the school. Then the only thing left is climbing over the fence hidden in the grass. Only a few people know of it. I quickly move to the place. The moment I enter the grass field, strong sunlight sears my vision. It's too bright. But even so, I step forward. Something sinks. Feels like I've stepped on some organism's stomach. What? My glasses fall off. Whoa, what am I looking at? Did I hallucinate? This is a new song. The place where I ended up was a world I've never seen before. A bell rings. Ding ding. What is this bell? It sounds far away. Before my blurred vision, below the cliff in the narrow valley, the bell rings to tell of a funeral in a village. It's like, this music sounds like something you'd hear in the Dark Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2. This isn't good. It's bad to stay here, my eyes and not my brain tell me, because it's a world I know of. Rotting quietly, the world collapses without anyone knowing. There's no place before this. To say it simply, this is the end of the world. Well, they said we'd see the end of the world, but I didn't think it would be... I thought it'd be a time, not a what location trip. My retreating footstep falters and slides. Danger! By the time I say it, it's already too late. My stomach sinks. No, this can't be. Hey! Even my outstretched arm sinks. There's nothing to grab onto. The world that I was standing on is sinking, so there's nothing I can do. Why? It's so sudden, but somewhere, I feel as if I've experienced this yesterday. Well, since I don't remember yesterday, I can't really avoid this now either. I sink. Oh, I hate how it doesn't loop. The end of the world swallows my body into a bottomless trench. I wake up to a resounding bell. Fifth period is over. I murmur to myself and realize that I'm lying face down on the ground. Why am I here? I look around and find a banana peel at my feet. Like a gosh dang Mario Kart banana peel? Oh, it hurts. My ankle hurts. Then, did I hit something on my way down and hallucinate? There's no answer as expected. Then, was that a dream just now? A hallucination of the end of the world. Strangely realistic. It'll be easy to confirm. I'll go back to the grass field again and cross a small road. After contemplating, I enter the grass field and come out. Nothing strange. It really was just a dream. What a letdown. I don't even feel like sneaking out to go play. I'll just quietly go back to class and attend 6th period. And just say you had massive shits. Just say like, I was pooping for ages. You know how the calf food is. And the teacher would be like, I get it, I deeply understand. Homeroom's over. Maybe the day's longer now, but the sun doesn't seem like it's going to wane. It still feels like day. It makes me feel like I want to go back. Go back? I'm gonna stay in the classroom. I don't really need to hurry. I can enjoy the sun for a while. Avoiding the rush hour crowd, I joined the sunbathing club for the day. Oh, this is different. Done with the sunbathing. The crimson sunset almost lights the cityscape on fire. Then I'll head back for now. I pack my bag and leave the classroom. Now think about it, if I keep spending my days leisurely, I'll probably never remember the happenings of yesterday. A little after the intersection, I meet Arhiko.
Why are you here?
What sort of thing is that to say to a friend, Arhiko? I glare at him. But he glares at me thoughtfully, too.
What? Do you say something? You want to say something?
He silently observes me and then quietly
Rah!
grabs my cheek and, unsatisfied with that, starts us the sprint. It hurts.
Ma da u doob?
Oh, that was him? Ma da u doob. What the frick?
Well, just making sure. You might have been a doppelganger.
Was that supposed to be like, why did you do that? As if satisfied, he waves his hand around. Of course, still holding my cheek. Do it be oot. Whoa! Arihiko battle damage. A flashing left straight. With a satisfying scream, he collapses. He has a reputation worse than a monster. No, my boy, why would you do that? So what are you planning on doing?
Well, I just thought that maybe a tanuki took on your form.
Why a tanuki all of a sudden? Why'd you assault my cheek?
I thought I saw you on the main road. You were in the shade and away from people, so when I started talking, you just replied that you were looking for someone and that I shouldn't bother you.
On the main road? No, I'm just coming from school.
I know that. I took the shortest route here so you couldn't possibly be here before me. So I had to test which of you was a tanuki or a fox demon.
Arihiko, maybe that person on the road is just someone who resembles me.
I thought that too, but I've been recently having some experiences with the occult.
What does that mean, Arihiko? He scratches his head. It looks like he's having one hell of a time himself. What does that mean? What does that mean to say you've been having experiences with the occult? I don't know.
Well, maybe just someone that looks like you. Yeah, there was a time that someone like you was roaming the streets at night too.
I never heard of that incident from you.
I forgot since it was a fairly long time ago. He had an aura of danger like you, but that was it. The person just looked just like you. Or at least he resembled you when you were young.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, is this who I think it is?
Or something.
He murmurs to himself. Now I notice he's trying to pack a bag full of carrots. Why's my man got so many carrots? Arihiko, are you making a carrot cake or something?
Don't be foolish. These are gonna be eaten as is.
My man's a horse. I'm having a free time to meddle in another's taste, so I'll just leave it at that.
Bye then. Come visit us sometime. My sister wants to see you.
I turned my back on my comrade and started heading home myself. Yeah, she gave me, like, gold paint. What's the gold paint? Oh, this is new. I go uphill. I feel completely exhausted. Maybe because there's no one nearby. Feels like the time I spent at school today belongs to someone else. I despair as I consider the possibility that a normal day might be impossibly out of reach. A long time ago, a circus from another town visited. It was when I was young. Even though I badly wanted to go, my parents didn't allow it. In the evening, when the circus was about to begin, I knelt in my room and looked at the clock. But when it got dark, I gathered enough courage to travel to the end of the world and left my home alone. Night streets, with the legs of a child, I set the next town as my destination. Far, far away. I couldn't even return when I decided to go back, so I kept on going, all the while crying. After many hours, I arrived. Night was well on its way. I looked up at the big circus tent erected in the middle of the empty field. The completely closed front gate. The night sky that seemed so far away. The tent illuminated by some lights. It looked like a descended UFO, but there was no one here. The festival was already over. It was exciting just looking up at the gigantic tent. I thought it'd be really fun. Even though I knew I couldn't do a thing for me, I just looked up at it. I don't remember what happened afterwards. Since I didn't have the strength to go back, my parents probably came to pick me up. It's an old story. I believe that there was a giant wall in the next town at the time, so I couldn't imagine what it was like in other places. The temperature drops. Without anyone around, I realize I'm alone. This is a second reference to the end of the world so far. After ascending the hill, I arrive at the main gate of the mansion. Isui's waiting for me at the gate. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. Why do you look so concerned? Are you feeling well? Yeah. I'm back. I'm feeling well, but why are you here again? Yeah, I thought we asked to stop this. I happened to see you, so I thought I'd greet you here. Hisui says with a faint smile. Oh, thanks for that. Since I was feeling lonely just moments ago, her smile is an unforeseen mood lifter. I try to keep myself from blushing and glance at Hisui's face. Then let's go in. Are Kia and Kohaku-san in too? Akiya-sama has returned as well. Nei-san was doing something in the inner courtyard. Ah, it's as usual. She smiles faintly again. We go through the gate together. Put down my bag and catch my breath. Then what will I do before dinner? Stay in my room, visit Akiha's room, chat with Hisui. Let's just barge into Kohaku's room. Kohaku-san seems to be in her room, so I'll pay her a little visit. Kohaku-san, are you there? I knock twice. No answer. I knock 2 more times. No answer, but there are sounds coming from the room. Sounds of extreme happiness? Huh? Does she have the TV playing in her room at high volume? It bothers me. It bothers me. But would it be okay for me to go in? Forget it, I'll just end up dying. Just a little won't hurt, will it? A man needs backbone. I'm charging in. Yes! This is what I wanted! Yes! Yes! This is the one thing I know about this game, and I'm so happy I got it right away.
Kohaku.
Gaming!
Kohaku.
Gaming! Akiha is gay. Sorry, Kohaku! Frick! Akiha would never be gaming. Kohaku is gaming! Is the one thing I knew. Kohaku-san is gaming. Shiki-san! Kohaku-san puts down the controller and hurriedly comes to the door. I'm sorry. How many times did I knock? Or did you knock? Sorry. Kohaku-san. You didn't have to apologize. Sorry, I just barged in. I bow a little and glance at the back of the room. Kohaku-san, what is that? What could it be? She intentionally rolls her eyes and hides. As usual, she smiles to bury the matter. I think gaming is normal. Nowadays, even girls enjoy lots of games. What are you talking about, Shiki-san? I'm your servant. Why would I be enjoying such lowly things as games? That's a good mindset. Then you're just telling me you just found the gaming system and are testing it out? Yes, it's just as you say. It was in Makihisa-sama's room, so I wondered what it could be. It's all an experiment. Test, if you will. She agrees wholeheartedly. Oh, then can I take that away? I refuse. A very quick reply. I pursue the matter further. She rolls her eyes again. It's cute that she keeps on insisting even though the truth of the matter is out. Kohaku-san, I like games too. I go to Arhigos to play fighting games. Shiki based? During the summer, I play games for 3 days straight even. Really? You look like you have no life, but you like games? You just said something very contradictory. I'm surprised. Yeah, it's one of those things I do. We're not addicted, but it doesn't matter. What? You should have said so. I finally have a person in the mansion who condones my gaming. Shiki-kun, get! She claps her hands enthusiastically. It looks like she badly needs a hobby. Then, Shiki-san, do you have some time? If you do, please, let's play. She holds my hands tightly. I don't really care if you don't have the time. I won't let you go until you say yes, her eyes seem to say. Alright. Just as I expected. But this will have to be... Yes. A secret from Akiha-sama. If found out, the game system will be taken away again. Oh, she said that. She hurries me toward the television. As expected, Akiha and Hisui both seem to be against gaming. This is the one scene I wanted, and I'm so happy I got it. Kohaku-san gaming! She's good. I have expected it, but she's a real professional. On the screen are 2 students facing each other. Kohaku-san is a male student with sleeked hair, and I'm also a male student with a staff. The students throw punches and kicks, but sometimes guns are shot too. What are they playing? Name of the game, Bloody Royale 3, or BR3 for short. I don't know what this is a reference to. The third installment in the transforming fighting games. Oh, is this supposed to be Bloody? Oh, it's Bloody Roar. Okay. A strike to start off the round. Right when the round starts, Kohaku-san uses a strange grappling move, and my student goes airborne. Then a merciless combo by Kohaku-san. Hold on. What's with that aerial combo? Once you go airborne, only your corpse will hit the ground. Aren't I ruthless? Click, 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 click. Much like playing a 6-beat song on a guitar, Kohaku-san's fingers have a mind of their own and move the controller freely. Even though she's using a handicap, I can't do anything. And even without an attack, I am defeated. Unfair, Kohaku-san. You only play this game, don't you? If it were Arahiko, he would have said, I don't even need to answer that, but Kohaku-san doesn't say anything. No, it just came out today. I picked it up when I was shopping around for dinner, so I only had an hour to play it. Even as she speaks, her controller moves at the speed of sound. And again, my student hits the ground flat on his face. Doesn't this game even have falling techniques? Yeah, can't you tech, bro? Falling techniques are useless in this game, it seems. Once you go airborne, you have to prepare yourself for some hits. But you can transform once to get out of it. Oh, it's like a burst. This transformation? With a push, the screen becomes bright as the student transforms. I thought maybe it would transform into something like a uniform mole, but it only changed from a school uniform to a PE uniform. That's pretty funny. Wow, how tasteless. Not really. If the character's a girl, then the speed doubles. Kind of like this. I don't know when she changed characters, but there it is. A changed female character. Her moves are clean. The scrouching movement looks cute like Hisui. The female student in her PU uniform charges mercilessly. It feels weird. Really amazing. But it resembles an athletic festival more than a fighting game. Yeah, that's the theme for this installment. People are sick of stranded on an island survival themes, so they go back to school to determine who's the world's best, is the story. What can you decide with an athletic festival? Now, I don't know much about the carnival phantasms, but I'm pretty sure that gets answered there. Anyway, let's give up on fighting games. Let's play something I have a better chance of winning at. Then how about a racing game? She whips out a game with 3 Latin letters as its title. 3 Latin letters. This isn't a racing game. You do ride cars and bikes, but the basics is obeying a mob boss and committing crimes? Oh, it's GTA! Chiki-kun doesn't like Grand Theft Auto? Grand Theft Auto. Choose something else like Paperboy if you're gonna play such a game. With that, she recedes. In any case, it was fun for us, well, basically only for Kohaku-san. Now I look back on it, I've never won a single thing, but it was fun nonetheless. It was a joy being able to spend time with a childish, screaming ADHD Kohaku-san. Okay, I think they were adding a little bit of embellishment there. And then dinner comes. In the large dining hall, the only ones sitting are Akiha and I. Hisui and Kohaku-san are wordlessly standing by in the back. The night mood and luxurious dinner mentally forces me to mind my manners. Neither Kia nor I talk to each other and silently eat. And as usual, this keeps up until the end, so we part at the dinner table without a word. I wonder if we chilled with Akiha that change. It's night, and dinner is over. The habitual after-dinner tea is taking place in the living room. I have my own tea right here. I should sip it while it's warm. Chai tea. A little bit of milk in there. The participants, of course, Akiha and Hisui, and Kohaku-san and I. Sometimes the participants number 5 or 6 to even 7. It must be an indication that there are more people visiting the mansion. Shiki-sama, how about a second cup? No, I prefer Starbucks. Thank you. 1 cube of sugar and no lemon, please. She pours some black tea into my cup. On this sofa are Hisui and I, and on the other are Akiha and Kohaku-san. I'm doing nothing but staring out at the inner courtyard, but the other side seems to be having a lively conversation. But Akiha-sama, did you decide on the engagement to Kugamine's first son? Oh, wow. I'll make that side bow down and refuse. Our parents were both just stubborn and delusional, so this matter will be a good lesson to them. This must be a disaster for the Kugamines. Your tactics of annoying surpass everything, so the other side must be thinking hard on how to apologize. Kohaku, would you refrain from saying something others would not appreciate? Nissan doesn't get jokes. It'd be troublesome if you were to believe it. She warns Kohaku. I don't have to worry about that. I already know that Akiya is a stealthy and cold queen, so you don't have to worry about it. Please, keep at your usual scheming. I'll pretend I didn't hear anything. I lazily wave my hand at them. Shiki-sama, you shouldn't say such a thing in front of... Nissan, I cannot let that one go. Of course you can't. Because that's just how you are, man. That's right. The only one scheming is Akiha-sama, and I have nothing to do with this. Is that so? It seems like I will have to take care of the enemy on this side before I deal with Nissan. Akiha sighs. That side seems to be enjoying themselves in their own way. Now think about it, weren't you in the neighboring town today, Shiki-san? Neighboring town? No, I didn't have that much time. I'm attending school diligently and all. Of course. I mistook someone for you then. I'm glad I didn't start talking to that person. What? There's another one who resembles Nissan. I thought the other fake was taught a lesson by CL-senpai. I told you to drop that. It's not like you to be upset over such a trivial thing for so long, Akiha. That's not it. The thing that bothers me is that you're still keeping in contact with Seo since then. Oh, there's the Canon Plus disc stuff then. Asagami School is a strict place. One will be suspended if found talking to someone of the opposite gender. Opposite gender? It's not that sort of a contact. And Akira-chan said she'll come visit us on the day of the festival. What? When did you two have such a conversation? Why does Akiya get so upset when Akira-chan comes up? Shiki-sama, is this the Akira-sama who was attacked during the murder incident? Yeah, I gotta know her through some small thing. Now we talk now and then. What about it? No. There's been murder incidents in the neighboring town, so... Oh. Another series of murders in the neighboring town. Now I think about it, was there such a story? There's a lot of unrest nowadays. Yes, I definitely heard something about it. But where was it? Morning, lunch, night, school, on the road, mansion? That was... yesterday. Today? Tomorrow? God, time is all messed up. Nissan, you talked about it yesterday. Don't you remember yesterday's tea time? No. I just blanked out for a while. Really? You lounge about all the time. Please remember such small things at least. As if she's disgusted, she pouts her lips. It's a small matter if I forget. But I do still remember the important things or what I like. I remember Kiha, Kohaku-san, Hisui. Even if you don't like it, I'll still remember. I act upset. I thought maybe they would say something, but all of them, as if agreed upon beforehand, turned silent. They were all blushing. And so my long day ends. I dumbly stare at the ceiling from my bed. I can't fight off the tiredness as I lie down. But before that... Right. Something I need to do. Something missing inside. Something I forgot to do. Something I must definitely do. That is... the murder case... Yeah, what about the hallucinations of the end of the world? The end of the world. I sigh after murmuring such an idiotic thought. There's a limit to imagination, and the end of the world isn't within it. I didn't know the vastness of the world when I was young. And then as I grew up, I gained knowledge there was no such thing as the end of the world. A road is a road, and the end is the start of a journey. It's like a Mobius strip. Hashtag Mobius sweep. No matter what, the road doesn't end, and one can walk on it to its heart's content. There's no end to the world. Since the world is round, going to the end would simply put one back at the start. It resembles this world where it goes from it resembles this world where if one goes to the end, one reaches the end. Although on a different scale, we're living in a circle. Then what is that? If one tries to go outside of the world, then he's destroyed. One cannot go out. There is no concept of an outside, so there is no way. And then the destruction seems to want to envelop this street. A sunset that looks like the end of the world. The world that has holes. Myself who is restrained and constricted. This ambiguous day. The world without past, one can freely redraw as he wills. Like a garden of models. A place where happiness is the goal. When morning comes, again I'll forget everything and open my eyes. And I could just not go to sleep, but since I'm already asleep as I think this, I can't help it. Only when one is asleep like this can he start to grasp the true world. But when did all this start? I think critically, but my memories have faded. Has it been long, or did it only start just today? There's no proof I can give into the question of whether today exists or not. As I can't remember yesterday, tomorrow, just like today, will be a fresh start. Repeat again. Well, that is now... We've reached the end. Oh, hello, daily message. 27 Dead Apostle Ancestor series. Also, they unscrimblowed Neko arc. Wait. Hold the frickin' phone. Are you saying that Zelrech is a dead apostle ancestor? Extremely defenseless, but also one of the most righteous persons. Wait, what? Resembles a certain manga's Kujo Jotaro, and rumored to have challenged Brunstead of the Crimson Moon because of a simple dislike. Wait, we're talking about, like, that Zelrech, right? You're saying that A, he resembles Jotaro, and B, he fought Arquid? That's strange. Well, before we go, I am going to do the help again. And this time we'll actually read how to do this here. Right? So, okay, this time let's actually go. Let's go to expert, okay. Okay, so, mini cry, yeah, so let's actually learn it this time. I just didn't want to get it before we do it the first time there. Silly introduction stage, okay, so meet the black cat, explore, go somewhere out, wander the streets alone. 4 necessary steps. Okay, going out somewhere, okay. Think there are points that will change, yes, that's true. The key to this game are those points. Develop the story, and yes. Cultural festival. When one gets the keyword cultural festival somewhere, well, Chiaru go boom. How can that be? It'll knock the school day cultural festival events. Okay. Wait, I have more questions. Yeah, of course. But don't ask me to put a spin on the lesson or something like that. Then everyone, using all you've learned now, please enjoy the dreams. My first lesson is over now. Let's meet again after you've seen the scene, A Night Stroll with the Moon and the Cat. Teach me, Arc Sensei. Now this is what I wanted to see. Well then, the sudden Arc Sensei's advice corner. The place to look this time is school lunchtime tea room, yeah? You will not be able to take your eyes off my beauty when you diligently attend school and go to the tea room, yeah? Alright, sounds good. Understood. We will work towards that for sure, for sure. Alright, guys. Well, that was day 1 of Kagetsu Tohya. I'm going to see about fixing that sound bug because that's actually going to drive me insane. I'm going to see if there's anything I can do about that. And if not, well, then I will have to just buckle up and stick with it. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we do get a chance to not worry about that. So otherwise, thank you all for watching, guys. And I will see you next time for some more Let's Read Kagetsu Tohya. We'll see you then for that. Ciao.
Yo, no, watch this stuff, is this love? You may feel